So welcome to another Relax and Unwind. Let's take your time to find your comfortable position. It's entirely up to you if you're seated or lying down. As long as you're comfortable, allow yourself to settle into your space. And as you arrive in your space, let's begin to take deep breaths. Inhaling in to fill up the lungs. And as you exhale, allow everything to release. And repeat the process as often as you need. Just giving yourself the space and time to settle into this moment. And once you've settled in, let's begin to check in with ourselves today by completing a full body scan. So bring your awareness down to the toes and just check in with how everything is feeling as you work your way up through the feet, into the heels and the ankles, continuing the check-in up through the legs, feeling connected to each part of the body, each muscle and fibre. And you continue this up through past the knees, into the tops of the thighs, coming up into the hips and the pelvis, into the stomach, pausing for a moment to check in to see if everything feels relaxed or perhaps there are knots today. But regardless of how you're feeling, remember that acceptance is the key. We're just checking in. And we continue up into the chest, taking another moment to pause, to notice how the chest rises and falls with each breath. And then we move up into the heart space, checking in to see if we can feel it beating. Is it nice and calm? Or it does something way heavy in the space today? Do not worry if something is. We all have those moments, so just give them the space to be there. Do not try to resist how you feel. It can often lead to feelings becoming greater, so just accept. And then we continue moving up past the heart space into the shoulders and back down the arms, all the way down to the fingertips, checking in with each one, and then working our way back up the arms, into the shoulders, the neck, coming up into the face, checking in with the jaw, the mouth, the ears, the eyes and the nose, and then coming up into the top of the head. Just taking a moment to check in with the mind. Is the mind busy today? Or is the mind nice and relaxed? And once you've checked in with the mind, you are checked in with the body, top to bottom. Everything feels connected and feels relaxed. So allow the physical body to sink deeper into your space, and allow the mind to lift and take you to your safe space. Do not resist it, just allow it to go. The mind will take you where it needs to go today, so trust the process. And once you arrive in your safe space, take a moment to gather your bearings. Take a moment to notice the things all around you. The colours, the shapes, the different sizes of objects. Notice the smells, the sounds. Just allow yourself to be immersed in the safe space. And as you sit there in the safe space, gently close your eyes and place your hands on the ground beside you. And run your fingertips through the ground, noticing how it feels. And then notice that you begin to feel grass through the fingertips, the long stalks, the softness. Notice that you begin to smell the outdoors, the unique smell of the grass. Notice that you begin to hear a gentle breeze as it moves the grass along. It's all peaceful. The grass feels a wonderful texture in your fingertips. The sound is reassuring. And the smells are wonderful. Keeping your eyes closed, notice that you begin to hear footprints. And the footprints are along beside you. You do not feel frightened, you just know that they are there. And the footprints walk over the grass, one by one. They stomp on the earth, one by one. And you hear the sounds of big feet, small feet, slow feet, and fast feet, just as they all walk past. And soon you come back to the silence of no more footprints, and therefore you open your eyes and you find yourself in a field full of grass, full of flowers. The field is magnificent, the colours are vibrant, everything around you is peaceful. And you stand up, beginning to look around the field, taking in deep breaths of the wonderful fresh air. You look into the distance and all you see are the mountains, the hills, the trees. It's just the beautiful outdoors. Green is the grass and the hills, the blue that is the sky, and the wonderful drops of colour from the flowers that surround you from each direction. And as you wander more, you begin to see the footprints. The footprints where we walk always leave a mark. Some footprints are dug harsh into the ground. Others are just lightly placed. And these are the marks that people have left. Some leave greater marks than others. Some leave more positive marks than others. But each person we meet has the opportunity to leave a footprint, just as you have the opportunity to leave footprints on others. So we need to make sure that our interactions are positive and that we are not offending or hurting anyone in any way. Kindness is beautiful, and it should always prevail. And as you continue looking through the field, looking at the footprints, you notice that there is a flower that's been stamped on. What once was a blooming flower has now been crushed into the ground. Some petals have fallen off. It has dirt all over, and it no longer flourishes as beautifully as it once did. So let's go to the flower and pick it up. Let's dust off some of the dirt. And as you look at the flower, you do so with a little bit of sadness for what it has endured, but also with hope, because where there's hope, things can change. And for a flower to bloom again, we must speak kind words. So let's speak the kind words to the flower, just as we should ourselves, to keep us blooming. So tell the flower how amazing it is. Tell the flower how strong it is. How brave it's been. How courageous. How loved it is. and how it deserves to flourish beautifully once again. And as you say those words, you notice that the flower begins to flourish. The dirt falls off by the side. New petals begins to grow. And one by one, each part of the flower becomes whole once again. And as you hold the flower gently in your hands, you notice the power of kindness, whether that's to yourself or to another. We should always aim to lift others up, never to trample on them, to bring them down, or to make ourselves feel more worthy. So once the flower has flourished, allow it to be placed back onto the ground. And watch the flower spread its kindness to the rest. The kindness that is contagious. And slowly but surely you notice that all the flowers in the field are flourishing. The ground where the footprints were are now full once again. The field is back to its perfection. Everything is how it is meant to be. But notice within how the heart feels full of love and kindness for yourself and love and kindness for others. So take a seat once again in the field, taking one last moment to admire its beauty, to see the strength and kindness. And then gently close your eyes and allow yourself to come back to the physical space. When you arrive, you will feel the toes, the legs, the hips and the torso, the arms, the shoulders, coming up into the neck and the face. The body feels relaxed. The heart is wonderfully open and full of love. The knots in the stomach are gone, and the mind is clear. You feel at ease and at peace. So as you open your eyes, you're ready to go spread that kindness everywhere.